Prince Harry would not return to the royal fold unless he received an apology from his estranged brother Prince William, sources have revealed. The Duke of Sussex is focused on making a success of his life in the United States and maintains he is happy with his decision on choosing to quit his royal life, sources close to the Duke suggest. However, it remains that he would be open to taking up a temporary role within the family to help out if he was asked to do so by the King. Friends of Harry say he is aware of his brother's feelings on the matter after the Mirror previously revealed Prince William suggested there was zero chance he would be welcomed back into the fold after penning his explosive memoir, Spare. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Harry, 39, took aim at close members of his family and accused the King and Prince William of being desperate to leave the royal family if they could. William and Harry have not spoken for months and currently have no contact, choosing to stay apart from each other even when in the same room last month for their uncle Lord Fellow's funeral in Norfolk. Reports at the weekend suggested Harry had contacted a group of former trusted advisors as well as old pals to create a blueprint outlining how he might one day begin moving in UK circles again. But the Mirror understands this is far from his mind and any contact with former aides would be purely for strategic and friendly advice, rather than any plot to return to the fold. Sources close to Harry say given the royal family's position this year, with the King and Princess of Wales both forced to take extended periods of leave from duties due to cancer treatment, the Duke remains open and willing to assist, if he was called upon. Friends of Harry say he is also determined to improve his relationship with his father, especially given his recent health woes. Prince William reportedly begged Prince Harry during a tense altercation at their grandfather Prince Philip's funeral, making a heartbreaking plea of his younger brother. According to Harry's explosive 2023 memoir Spare, peace talks with William and their father King Charles III turned heated following the poignant April 2021 ceremony, which took place mere weeks after Harry and Meghan's jaw-dropping interview with Oprah Winfrey. This now famous interview saw serious allegations made about Meghan's short time as a working member of the royal family, including shocking claims of racism. While walking around Windsor, near Frogmore Cottage, Harry, 39, felt as though his father and brother weren't acknowledging some of the issues that had caused him to flee Britain for a new life in California. As he turned to leave, Harry claims William, 42, lunged, grabbing him by the shirt. He wrote in his book, "I pulled away, refused to meet his gaze. He forced me to look into his eyes. Listen to me, Harold, listen. I love you, Harold. I want you to be happy." In response, Harry reportedly told his elder brother that, although he loved him too, his stubbornness is extraordinary. The Duke says he tried to remove himself from William's grasp, but the heir to the throne wouldn't relent. According to Harry, William said, "Harold, you must listen to me. I just want you to be happy, Harold. I swear on Mummy's life." He stopped. I stopped. Pa stopped. He'd gone there. He'd used the secret code, the universal password. Ever since we were boys, those 3 words were to be used only in times of extreme crisis. Unconvinced by his siblings' plea, Harry continued, "Willie wasn't quite ready to accept defeat. I felt properly sick and ill after everything that's happened and I swear to you now on Mummy's life that I just want you to be happy." My voice broke as I told him softly, "I really don't think you do." The warring brothers temporarily reunited for the funeral of their uncle, Lord Fellow's, this week. However, mourners noticed that the pair still weren't on speaking terms. One source told The Sun that although William and Harry were only 5 yards from each other, they were seated on opposite sides of St. Mary's Church in Norfolk, and didn't appear to communicate after the service. The source shared, they were sat 2 or 3 rows back from the front, not at the back, but they were on opposite sides of the aisle. And then there were family members on the rest of the seats between them, so maybe that is something that was arranged. They continued, a lot of people were taking the chance to speak to them. They were only about 5 yards from each other, it was virtually back to back. When we left the reception they were both still there, but as we were on a walk we saw Harry driven off in a black Range Rover. Prince Harry flew from his home in the United States to join his brother at St. Mary's Church in Snettisham, Norfolk. The event was held in honor of their uncle. It was just as I was greeting the congregation on my way out that Prince William was shaking my hand, and then very quickly after that, Prince Harry did as well, Reverend Tansey said in an interview with The Sun. The fact that they had both arrived was a surprise, but it was a surprise that was truly, wonderfully delightful. During the reception that followed, he made a remark about the lack of interaction that occurred between the two brothers. He said, "I don't recollect them speaking to each other, although there were a lot of family members and friends speaking to them." During the funeral of Lord Fellows, which took place in Norfolk, the brothers, who had been estranged from one another, joined other mourners. This was the first time that they had appeared in the same room together since May 2023. As a result of security concerns, Harry, who currently resides in the United States with his wife and 2 children, was initially scheduled to skip the service. However, he discreetly flew across to the United Kingdom in order to attend alongside William. It was a great ceremony, and there were a lot of people who wanted to be there for someone who was extremely well respected in the area, Reverend Tansey stated in reference to the service. It was a lovely service, he continued by saying, it was not a huge surprise that William was there, as it was always a possibility, nevertheless, I believe it was more of a surprise that Harry had come. According to what he continued to say, as we were leaving, both of them expressed their gratitude for the service, and I thanked them for coming. By the year 1978, Lord Fellows had tied the knot with Lady Jane Spencer, the older sister of the late Princess Diana, following a period of service in the armed forces that lasted for 3 years, from 1960 to 1963. Not only was he connected to the royal brothers by his marriage to Lady Jane Spencer, but he also served as the press secretary to the late Queen Elizabeth II for a period of 13 years. As a result, he was a significant role in the royal family. There are no details available regarding the circumstances behind Lord Fellows passing on July 29, at the age of 82. Since making the decision to step down as a senior working royal in the year 2020, Prince Harry has had very little communication with his brother. This is despite the fact that he will be celebrating his 40th birthday the following month. A number of high-profile interviews, in which additional allegations were made against the royal family, as well as the publication of Harry's memoir Spare, which was published in the previous year, contributed to the further escalation of the rift.